Well, hello there. Welcome to On the Beat, the podcast that uncovers full frontal male nudity in cinema. My name is Laura, and I am joined by my Dawn, Ryan.
I am the boss. I'm not a New York Dawn. There's a lot of New York in this fucking weird-ass thing that we just watched.
Which is
so weird.
The 1988 thriller Last Rites, directed by Donald P. Bellisario, starring the one and only Tom Berenger, Daphne Zuniga, Chick Venera, and Anne Twomney. This movie has a lot of hate online. I don't think it's getting the recognition it deserves for being incredible.
You just reminded, funnily enough, you just reminded me of the film that we're covering today, and I never rated it.
Yeah, the time is now.
The time, it literally is right now.
The synopsis pulled from Letterboxd is, after witnessing her lover being murdered by his jealous wife, Angela seeks refuge in a church where she encounters a young priest named Michael. Young. Who gives her sanctuary. But the killing was not a simple act of passion, as the victim had ties to organized crime and, surprisingly, so does Michael, whose father is a powerful Don.
Jesus Christ.
When the priest finds himself falling in love with Angela, his religious vows and family ties are both severely tested.
Wow.
The tagline is passion, betrayal, revenge.
Jesus.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a mouthful. It really kind of takes you on this. It is a bit of a roller coaster. I'm not going to lie. It's not a bad film.
No.
It's definitely not a bad film.
No.
But it's surprising. It's very surprising.
Why don't you tell us about the director?
Yeah, so Donald P. Bellisario is an American television producer and screenwriter. He created and wrote episodes for MAGNUM PI.
Yeah, man.
You might also remember AIRWOLF. No,
sure, definitely.
The helicopter show was kind of like Knight Rider, except it was a helicopter.
Oh,
yes. Do you not remember that?
No,
it's
I don't.
Like an attack helicopter.
I don't think I saw
AirWolf. Anyway, there is a movie, so we might be able to do
a sentient helicopter.
I don't know if it was sentient, but I think it was very clever.
Okay.
So, but no, yeah, we might be able to find like a Dragon Ball Z abridged. We might be able to find an AIRWolf abridged on YouTube or something.
All right.
See if we can get ourselves into the movie. Quantum Leap, which everybody knows.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh bother. What was his catchphrase again?
Wait, I don't know.
When he leapt, I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
I don't remember.
And he was also involved in NCIS as well. The lesser known of those, because what are those? What is like that? What you could group that as like the forensic cop like dramas, like serial dramas.
Yeah.
From like the late 90s into the noughties. Because there was CSI, which was my favorite, and then what's the other one?
NYPD Blue.
No, not NYPD Blue.
But that's one of them.
Yeah, but it's not like within the... To me, I always see it as like the forensics time for like TV cop shows. So you have
Dexter.
NCIS. No. NCIS, you had CSI, and what's that one that your friend really likes?
The X-Files.
No, the other one. Isn't that Criminal Minds?
Okay. I don't know. I don't like those shows. I find them boring and gross.
Anyway, he was responsible for some of that.
Worked on Kojak and Battlestar Galactica.
Okay.
So many.
Yeah, tons. He worked on BoJack? Like
Kojak.
Kojak. I was like, BoJack? Like BoJack Horseman? Right, okay.
He would be wasted on BoJack.
Cool. He would. Well, you know what? He hasn't wasted his life. He's been alive since 1935. So he's...
And he gave us this gift.
Well, he's 90.
This beautiful gift.
90.
This beautiful Berenger.
What's fucking wrong with it? Anyway, he's only
There's
got
not.
other than he's got all that TV, which is a bunch. But he does have a couple of other movies other than Last Rites. So he has one just before Last Rites, which was Airwolf the movie in 1984. Then Last Rites came in 88, and then we had Three on a Match in 1987. Sorry, I was wrong. He had a busy 80s. This guy.
Three on a Match was a television film.
Oh, well, I mean, it's still a film. It's still counted as, because I went on Letterboxd. His filmography was kind of like, yeah.
I don't see any Airwolf movie on the internet, but...
On the internet, he is credited as the director of Airwolf, the movie, and I'll get it up for you. But, yeah, no, that's Donald. Good old Donald P. Donnie PB.
Well, I have it as this is his first and last, the only one of his motion pictures. And I'm fine with that because you do a good job and you don't have to do any more, in my opinion. David Watkin shot this film, by the way, and he won the Academy Award for cinematography for Out of Africa. He also shot two of Ken Russell's movies, The Boyfriend and The Devils. Shot this movie. Shot Tom Berenger with his tongue out, doing licking Tom Berenger kisses all over the screen. Okay? That was him.
And I want to say it now in case I forget later because I didn't write it down, but there's this scene with when they shoot at the cafe. That to me, I was like that sequence with the guns and stuff and everything going awry because spoiler alert, people die in the movie. But when they shoot up the cafe and you see like each of the panes of glass break and it's all in slow motion, I thought that was cool as fuck. I hadn't really seen that before.
This movie is really good, guys.
It's really not. It's not
good.
That bad. The issue, it does have some issues. I'm not gonna lie, it does have some issues, but like. There's stuff that you're really fucking interested in. It's really good. And then the kind of like the back and forth tends to get a little bit boring. Like I don't remember much of the back and forth, like when they all started talking. But the thing is like, I'm watching it and I'm like, ooh, like this is fucking interesting for some reason. When they start talking, you're not that interested. But when you're like, ooh, this is actually incredibly interesting for some reason. It's a very
You keep saying
strange.
For some reason, and it's because it's really good. That's why. That's why you're interested. Dialogue's crazy. It's like I don't even know, like copycat offshoot Martin Scorsese.
It's like Scorsese diarrhea, but it's like it's on a different level because everyone has that, and then there is nice touches where like there's points where they're having conversations, and they'll just start talking Italian to like finish off a sentence or something. And I was kind of really into that. Berenger is like really trying to ham it up a fair amount as well. And it's not bad.
I don't know when he's not trying to ham it up, but in general, in life. I mean, the other movie that we covered of him was At Play in the Fields of the Lord.
I would say At Play in the Fields of the Lord, as much as I don't want to watch it again. It's not a bad movie either. It's just it's 4.5 hours long. That's the
Berenger
issue.
does not disappoint.
No, he's not. But then I try and remember. Well, there are things he's in. Like he was in that Someone to Watch Over Me, Ridley Scott movie, and that film is gash. So
I mean, it's probably not his fault.
No, probably not. But we'd have to watch it. I kind of recommend not watching it, but yeah, maybe we'd have a renewed. It's like when I watched White Squall. It's like that was always bad, and it's still bad.
But Jeff Bridges is hot in that movie.
I don't think it really matters.
So it's fine.
Yeah, but it's not good.
All the boys of the 90s. The dick scene in this motion picture comes right at the top. I remember popping this movie on because I saw the cover. It's like a big Berenger face with some sexy stuff like silhouetted in his cheek. Because it's like profile Berenger face, sexy silhouette inside. And I'm like, yeah, Berenger as a sexy priest, sign me up. I'm interested. So I remember watching this and putting this on, and there's a D straight up front and center. Like it's after the title card because that's right at the beginning, but it's 4 minutes and 44 seconds into this movie. So you're getting the setup of what's going on. You've got two people making sweet stand-up love at a window in a hotel room. All right? He's porking her from behind up against a window. Like the best kind of hotel sex you can have.
Yeah.
Top tier stuff. And it's in a very expensive suite, you could
it's like
tell.
Shame.
Yeah, but like less sad.
Yeah, it wasn't
Weirdly enough,
particularly it was intriguing.
This ends in murder, but it's less sad than Shame. Let's just say that much.
Good. Yeah, what a comparison.
So you're seeing what's leading up to, there's something happening, there's something awry. So you see a woman and a guy, they get a key to a hotel room, you're like, uh-oh, someone's going to walk in on these people.
Well, you see the guy has a gun in the elevator.
Yeah, and then
Don't forget that.
She puts the gun in her, like hides it in her jacket, okay?
Yeah, aye.
The woman walks into the room and she starts yelling, Gino, and he is porking. Like you see them from behind in a wide and you see this dude's balls, everything.
Porking.
Slapping away. Standing up, slapping away.
He's proper shagging. Yeah.
And then he turns around.
Yeah.
And
he's like, baby.
Oh.
He's like, oh, what seems to be the matter here, you know, in an Italian accent.
Correct. Poor Gino's been caught in the act, and it's just a wide shot of this man totally naked, and he went from bone zone to like his penis is hiding in pubes at this point. Like it's just like sucked up into his body.
Yeah.
So
it's like a couch button.
It's like he sees his wife and his dick hides. He's very afraid.
It's funny.
To be fair, she also has a gun.
Funny. She does have a gun. It's
love this
up.
because she looks at him and then she looks him up and down and goes straight down his body and just looks right at his dick and pulls the gun out and shoots this man in the dick.
It's not a big target either, so she does really well. But you know what's even better about it?
Do tell.
Is that she shoots him and so she shoots him and the woman who he was banging is behind him, so she shoots him and then the blood sprays onto the woman behind him, so you can tell that it went right through his dick and came right out of his ass.
And this woman that he is
fucked up,
or that he was previously pleasuring, Daphne Zuniga, who is also Princess Vespa from Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys remember that, of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
And I'll get into this in a second. I don't want to lose my train of thought. But yeah, she is covered in blood. Princess Vespa is covered in blood.
Super fucked up. That is something I didn't expect either.
That was a wild. It just was like, what do you call it when you have the blood packets in like squibs. It's like he had a squib on his back and it's just like whop, like right over her crotch.
Yeah, but it's the intimation that it's
incredible.
It's like, you're like, oh my god, it's fucking his asshole's like blown out.
It is brutal.
It's fucking rough.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
But then
she shoots him in the head.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're fine.
She shoots him right in the head. So now she's got extra blood on her.
Yes.
She runs to the bathroom and hides and escapes the onslaught of bullets that are coming at her. And that's basically the dick scene.
Yeah, that's it. That's what kicks off the entire story for the most part. And then we're obviously then treated to the Bergathon, shattered himself. You know what I mean? It's just fucking crazy.
Welcome to Burger Town.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Ryan, and I was thinking about this in the shower earlier. I was thinking about this movie again because I can't stop. Won't stop. But Daphne Zuniga, you do not see her boobs in this movie.
They do a really good job of covering her up.
She's nude.
You see the odd nipple, but it'd be very rare. Yeah, because I saw it's in the bathroom.
Like just for a split second.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like you see it briefly, but you never see both nipples at the same time.
Because
Tom Berenger, on the other hand,
you see his nipples quite a bit.
Yeah, like there's a scene where it's just him with his fucking his braces on, but he's topless with that chain and stuff like that, smoking cigarettes.
Braces in American is suspenders.
Yeah. If you want a movie about a guy who fucking smokes cigarettes, Last Rites is your film.
If you want a movie about someone who smokes cigarettes, Last Rites is your movie.
But he like smokes cigarettes. Like he seems so aware of the fact that he's smoking cigarettes for like 99% of the film. Like it's insane how aware this man is of how he's like playing like with these cigarettes. It was something I noticed kind of all the way through the course of the film.
He's like a not sad Ethan Hawke in First Reformed.
Yeah, I guess
you know, where he's like maybe struggling a bit and he's drinking and smoking and he wants to pork, but he's not like that sad. He's not like, and he doesn't have like an ulcer.
Well, it's like he's the son of a mob boss. And he must have done some horrific shit in his life that basically he's sworn off having sex, at least we know.
For his job,
because he's a priest. So he's done some fucking horrific shit. And he's just like listening to people who've also done some really fucking horrific stuff. But obviously he does.
Done adorable things. Like I liked that whole scene because you have him in the confession booth. The little girl is like, you know, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And then she goes on to tell a story about how her sister always makes her clean the bathroom and her sister never has to do any of the chores. And so she cleaned the toilet with her sister's toothbrush. And she goes, Father, is that a sin? And he is cracking up. Yeah. And he goes, no, but let me ask you something. Do you guys use the same cup to place your toothbrushes in, you know? Because I know sometimes you would put it in water or something and put your toothbrush head in it to rinse it off.
You have the ubiquitous toilet cup.
Not the toilet cup, but the toothbrush cup.
Toothbrush cup.
Yeah, toothbrush cup in the bathroom. And then she realizes that she is now forever unclean and forever tainted by the toothbrush holder because she did a bad thing.
Probably infected one of her gums.
She's got poo-poo mouth.
The fucking idiot.
Aw, it was very funny. She's got little pigtails, but, you know, you've got her going, you know, is this a sin? And it's something, you know.
Well, I thought you were going to talk about the old man. He's like,
what did the old man say?
Are you ready for me? He, like, barges in.
Oh.
And he's just like, you're ready, Father? Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was the Irish jump scare.
It was, yeah. The Irish jump scare. Yeah, don't forget. It's the old Irish jump scare.
This movie actually did make me scream. There was like that's way later, but that frightened me. And then I screamed later in the movie for something different. But I don't know. What is there other like favorite parts that you have? Because that's the only dick scene in the movie, and it is it's right on Front Street. I was waiting for big Tommy B.
Yeah, you feel cheated
because Tommy B takes his clothes off a lot, and you're expecting. There's a part later in the movie where you see the buns, and I'm like, come on, Tom.
Well, he's about to get out of the bed, and just as he like stands up, it's not even like the kind of like he stands up, and at the very last possible frame it could be where you see his junk, they cut away from it. And that's when they're in Mexico.
In Mexico.
Yeah, in Disney.
He would have done it. Yeah, he was in Epcot.
It was
the Epcot version of
They're
Mexico.
Like, how do we make this soundstage look like Mexico?
But they go to Mexico later. Like they actually go to Mexico in the movie.
Yeah, they are in Mexico, except the initial time when you see it, they're like, oh my God, they're going to recreate Mexico. And it does. It looks like what happens when you go inside the thing at Epcot.
Because, you know...
To go on the fucking duck ride.
Spoilers. Like, there's not a ton of sex in... Well, there's like 3 sex scenes in the film. You got the initial one that's the not sad shame against the window, and then you have a fantasy scene where you got a lot of Tom Berenger tongue.
Basically, you have Tom Berenger, like... on top of this
dream
woman,
a
man who's playing against time, and he's doing stuff that you're just kind of like, ooh.
Because he's
questionable.
And they put it in the beginning of the film as well. A woman comes up to him. This is the first time you're seeing Berenger in the beginning of the movie. And I guess this woman's a prostitute, which I think is kind of odd, like in a daytime cafe.
So this is, I'm glad you brought it up, because this is my favorite scene in the entire film.
It is very good.
Because it's like something that goes in all these different directions. You're like, what the fuck?
100 miles an hour.
It is fucking insane. And I did write down each moment, each main moment that happens, and I've distilled it down to 7. I think it's like 6 or 7 points.
Yeah. Oh, from the cafe.
Because this is also the introduction. Because there's a squash game. Because like basically just before that, like the woman, they were doing the shooting. I kind of went back a fair amount, but there's my notes are kind of crazy. But it goes from, you're like, why are you touching the gun for? Because obviously they left the gun, and she starts fingering the gun, remember?
Okay, so you're talking about the very beginning of the movie after, like, the initial murder.
Yeah, but I feel like we have to go back in order to go forward.
So I'm just making sure that we're in the right place. So, like,
Yes.
This is where Princess Vespa, she, like, escapes the bathroom in the very beginning of the movie.
Yes.
And she's still covered in blood.
Mm-hmm.
And the gun is left on the ground, and yeah, she grabs the gun with her bare hands and is
Just
holding
leaves
it,
prints all over it,
which is bananas.
and she holds
behavior.
it the way, like she holds it the way that she would like use to fire it.
Because
like
she's looking
it's
like
idiotic. It makes no fucking sense.
She's doing it and she's holding it like she's going to defend herself. That like someone's going to come around. But I'm thinking to myself, you're in a hotel. Just grab the phone.
Yeah.
Call
also,
down.
This is a film that also has a gun with a silencer on it that's loud as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, then it goes to like a squash game. It's like really fucking fast. Because you still, at this moment in time, Tom Berenger and who's his friend? The actor? They're
Muzo.
Muzo.
With an N, like Nutella.
Muzo. So like they're together and you have no idea who they are. And this basically is the very foundation of just like how much exposition can we put in and make it sound like it's fucking super interesting and important, but then also completely set up the rest of the film within the same sequence. So yeah, like there's Tom Berenger, who we do find out much fucking later. He's a priest. They allude to, and here's the thing, it's all about alluding to something else. And then the information comes out eventually. It's very fucking weird. And then obviously you have Nuzo, who we then find out is a narcotics cop. He's like a undercover detective, I guess.
Who used to be a priest.
Who used to also be a priest.
Sure.
Yeah. The timeline's kind of funky the minute we start looking at it too closely. But then you do find out that she is a prostitute and she's doing blow. So like he opens up, he's like, I'm a narc, but then, you don't want me telling on you or something, and you're like, okay, that's strange. But yeah, he like opens up her lip balm and it's got the cocaine in it, and then like she goes and sits somewhere else and nothing happens. She goes sit somewhere else, and then Nuzo comes back, and this is when you see basically a close shot of Tom Berenger smoking a cigarette, right? Like really smoking a cigarette. And then Nuzo comes back over and he's like, they hit Gino.
Yeah. So this cafe scene in the beginning of the movie is there to set up who the boys are. Who are the boys we're dealing with? So Gino is the one who got killed in the beginning of the movie. You figure out that
they're always talking in secrets. So like you're never fully aware of like who's who and what they are.
Well, I knew who Gino was.
Well, that's the thing. You find it all after this scene is over, even to the point where you're like, wait, what? And then things are confirmed to you later that he's definitely a narc. And he's like, well, because I remember you turned around. And you're like, oh, he is a narc.
Well, yeah, because I thought he was a priest. I was very confused about who they were. But then you find out these boys are like, if I'm not mistaken, like childhood best friends. And also that scene is there to set up their relationship, this relationship in the cafe. They're setting up the fact that Tom Berenger used to be a fuck machine and is no longer a fuck machine. However, he is a pussy magnet. Tom Berenger is a bigger pussy magnet than anyone has ever seen. So like women are coming up to him left and right, dropping trow, and he goes, I am married to Jesus.
He says that.
So this lady, you know, and he is checking out this prostitute lady, but at this daytime cafe.
Oh God!
For lunch.
Yeah.
Nice wine and salad lunch,
so
which sounds
fucking weird.
Incredible.
Yeah,
A wine and
so
salad
weird.
lunch sounds good, but yeah, it's fascinating, you know, and this is where Nuzzo even sets up this plot point where he goes, you know, they basically talk about how Berenger hasn't broken his vows to the Lord.
Since he's obviously taken his vows.
He's never broken it since he's taken his vows.
Yes.
I'm sure he's definitely boned.
Yeah, he's broken a nut over many
all
a person,
of New York City.
Yeah, he's a fuck machine.
Yeah.
You can't stop the fuck machine.
No.
Yeah, no. So before he decided to dedicate his life to God, I bet he had a fair fool.
Oh.
Yeah.
This young priest.
Yeah. This young priest.
Sure.
This young 46-year-old priest.
I mean, I feel like, I'm young, but Tom Berenger is.
I don't know how young he's meant to be, but like I feel like young. If he's not at least 30, it's like
you have to be like 25 or something to be classified as young in like 1988 or whenever this movie was made.
He could have had a good.
It was 88.
Yeah, I mean, he could have had. Yeah, he could be a 25-year-old priest. Is that why he wears that wig to make him look fucking younger? Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm glad we got back to that because it's like, because he does break his vows.
He's 38 or 39.
Yeah.
In real life. So you can call him young if you want. Sure. That'll make me feel nice.
It'll make us both feel good.
That young 40-year-old priest.
We're different young, though, because we also appear young. He appears old. But yeah, it's well, here's the thing: when they're at that cafe, because obviously everything's you're going along for the ride and everything's fantastic. But I remember when Nuzzo's speaking to him in the cafe, there's a point where he looks down, but then when he looks back up, he's cross-eyed.
Oh, this is the other cafe scene. Oh, the cafe scene you liked.
The cafe scene I liked with the shootout and stuff. It's got the death and that, but it's got that really cool slow-mo shot that goes across the glass panes as they shatter, but then you can see shots of it when they shatter inside as well, where the bullets are going. It's fucking cool.
I wonder if the folks are listening to this and thinking like, what's happening? Because we're going nuts. And you're so lucky that you either get to watch this movie for the first time or you watched it for the first time. Because I know no one's walking in here having watched this movie already.
No, probably not.
But there is a death scene later on that's so incredibly funny that shouldn't be, because it's of an important character in the film, where you're like, he should be dying and someone should be like pressing his wounds, like trying to help him not die in the streets.
It's like,
and he's just like doing that long, prolonged, like,
it's so
I'm
pronounced
dying, but then
well.
like having a full on conversation, and you know he probably could have survived if someone tried to like do some first aid on the man.
I mean, it was also like it was so prolonged. Like you're like, is Tom Berenger able to act this long? Like it was
they did a full prayer, and I'm like, in the time that you did a full prayer, and he answered answered coherently your questions.
Yeah, he did
about the Lord and his sins. The ambulance could have taken him to the hospital and just fixed him. It was so long. I was dying.
Yeah.
It was so funny. It's so good. I'm not fucking around. It's good.
Was it as funny as The Foggy Road?
Yes, that made me scream. There's a foggy road in Mexico. Also, you guys, I'm fairly certain that Tom Berenger and Princess Vespa drive from New York City to Cancun, Mexico.
Yeah.
And it looks like it takes them maybe a day and a half. And that's
time is all wibbly wobbly.
That's like a 50 I looked.
It's 57 hours, yeah.
It's like a 57-hour drive.
Aye, it's fucking
That would take
insanity.
you like a week or two to get there.
Yeah, because you would have to you have to rest. Like there has to be a schedule.
You know she's not driving. She was sleeping the whole time.
Fuck no, she slept the entire 57 hours.
Yeah.
She was like a baby.
But there's like a chase scene in Mexico, and it's so smoky or so foggy. Yeah, that's the part that made me scream. It was so good. Fuck, and I can't believe people don't like this movie. Okay, so
it might get a slightly higher rating.
I'm kind of obsessed with it because it's just hard to talk about now because we've been talking about it for like 2 days.
Yeah, we have.
Because I enjoyed it so much. So speaking of how much I love this movie, I do want to talk about what Roger Ebert thought about it. I don't often bring up, I sometimes do if the reviews are funny, but Roger Ebert gave this film 1 star. And he said, he goes, "This is it. Located at last. And with only 6 weeks to spare, the worst film of 1988. Last Rites qualifies because it passes both acid tests. It is not only bad filmmaking, but it is offensive as well. Offensive to my intelligence." That guy doesn't know how to have a good time sometimes.
He does get it a little bit serious. But that's a shame because he has no idea how to have
This
fun,
is coming from me, from a person whose absolute favorite genre is an erotic thriller. And this is classified as a thriller, but we've seen some quote like erotic thrillers lately that aren't erotic at all. This has got some Bone Zone stuff in it that's pretty good.
It does. I don't know if I would go so far as to say it's erotic though.
This has more sex than that movie we watched recently on Tubi called like Ultimate Desire.
Yeah,
what was it called? It was like there was like a perfume murderer. There was like one sex scene in the whole thing, but it's got crazy amounts of boobs. This movie does. That's what I was trying to bring up in the beginning of the episode, where it pops off with a dick right in the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
But you don't, you maybe see a nip slip from a female, but there's not boobs in this movie.
No, you don't.
And that is so crazy to me. I love that so much from this type of movie. And you wouldn't miss it if you weren't looking for it. You wouldn't go through this movie and go, I didn't see a boob. You know what I mean? Because they do it is actually done really well to where you're like you're not really thinking about it, but because of what we do, I did think about it. And I'm looking for the boobies too.
Yeah.
I didn't see any, and it was kind of awesome.
There just wasn't really any in this one. But like I say, I mean Tom Berenger like more than makes up for it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With his
he got
pecs.
like shot twice somehow. Jumping from building to building, guys, it's so fucking good.
Well, the thing is, it's like if you pinch a fatty bit of skin on your shoulder and like sandwiched it together, that's what it looked like it shot through. Otherwise, it would have shot through so much meat.
Yeah, it's just it grazed. It was like 2 grazed bullets.
Very, very strange. You know, but then he's like going around and he's also trying to be like, they're like, oh, you're bleeding, you're right. He's like, it's just a scratch. It's like, fucking hell. Like, it's like, and you're sweating profusely, got blood on your face. They're going around the rooftops. We need to stop talking about this film.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna talk about one more thing. The fact that Paul Dooley is in this movie playing the other priest. And he has a stutter. Okay. So he has this weird stutter throughout the whole movie. And then he walks in and sees like a not naked Princess Vespa. And he like fully loses his stutter. He goes, well, when I'm shocked, I don't have a stutter at all. And he says that he knew that Berenger had bullet wounds because of Vietnam. And that is the whole scene where Tom Berenger is like drinking wine out of like a tiny little cup. And he's topless. He's getting treated by Paul Dooley for the most innocent of flesh wounds on his arm, and yet he's completely topless for such a long time that makes no sense whatsoever. It's glorious. But Paul Dooley is, like, not underused. He's, like, perfectly used in this movie. But it was just nice to see.
Perfectly used.
He's in Popeye's Strange Brew. Like, he's in so... He's like...
There's only one
you'll
last,
recognize
There's
him.
only one last thing I want to bring up, and that's that the family, this mafia family, they get involved in everything that they do. Yes.
I've never... This doesn't happen in real life,
like they don't
or
have
in movies.
They don't have henchmen enough to go that, like, the Dawn is on the roof when they're chasing them, along with the daughter.
Yes. It makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
They're like, oh, it's
like just to have them there to be in the scene, and I'm like, but do we have to have them on the roof? And I guess like they need to be on the roof for him to see his son and to have that reaction.
Oh, it's
you know
Mikey.
What I mean?
Mikey's on the roof. Mikey's involved in the situation.
It was Mike. It was Mike.
We can't kill Mike.
It was Mike. You know, it was Mike. I can't shoot Mike.
God, it's
He's
fantastic.
like my son.
I'm about to give this 5 stars right now.
Hey, you know how we do.
All right. The last thing that I have to say before we jump into ratings is this film grossed $427,000 total.
From a $4,000 budget.
No.
Like $3 million.
Probably. I couldn't find the budget, but you know Tom Berenger is not cheap. But it made it one of the biggest box office bombs of 1988.
That's a hard one. It only made 400,000?
Yes.
In today's, like, if that happened now, like, that would just be like, that's a write-off, not like the films they do now, where it's like minimum of 100 million.
Right.
And some of them only make like 250,000, and you're just like, where the fuck did all that fucking money come from? Where did it go?
Yeah.
It's like Marvel movies now, you know what I mean? It's fucking insane. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't surprise me that it bombed, It's got its time right now, though.
Yeah, no, I want Shout Factory
I'm
to put this out on
last
Blu-ray.
Rites train. Yeah. And you know what's even
I want
better?
Berenger to do the commentary about how he tongue kisses so hard.
I want a commentary that's just like the John Carpenter and Kurt Russell one from Big Trouble in Little China.
Because Bellisario's still alive.
Just having a fucking great time.
Berenger's still there.
Yeah.
Daphne's alive. Like, we're all around.
Yeah,
Except
I want to
he
revisit it. Yeah, and then just throw Tom Selleck in there as well. Like, he can come in as Magnum PI just to talk.
Hell yeah.
I'd be
we
really
gotta
into
talk
that.
to somebody. I don't have any pull or clout whatsoever, but I want to talk to somebody. I'm gonna send an email. Ryan, in terms of visibility and context, what are you giving this movie? Tell me about that Dick scene.
4. I think just because like it's there and it's present and stuff, but yeah, maybe just a 4 because it's kind of thatchy.
I'll go ahead and just
I'll
get into the docking station with you on that one, even though it's probably less. But I think in terms of context, it was pretty great. Visibility was low.
Yeah,
because it was bushy. But that's cool. That's super cool. But you couldn't really see much going on.
No, there wasn't a lot of wibbly wobblies like we would
Only
expect.
from behind.
Yeah, it's just the ball sack.
But no, I guess yeah, I'll go with you there, because that was pretty cool for him to turn around like that, and that was pretty shocking. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I think well, what do you think of the movie? Because I feel like everything's ever changing, everything's evolving for me right now with this particular piece of cinema.
When we first watched it, I think I gave it a 3.5, but now I'm like, it's got to be at least a 4. It has to go at least a 4 in my book, because
I'm going to agree with you on that one.
It was
because like we're thinking about it, and
so much.
It was never really boring to the point of it not being interesting, because it suddenly got very interesting again.
It does it over and over again, and it was, you're not watching this in the cinema. You're watching this on Tubi. You're watching this on Amazon Prime, and you might have ads.
Probably with a few drinks in you, and you're just
hopefully
you're like, whoa, what
if
the
you go
fuck?
drink for drink with Berenger in this movie, Jesus Christ. If you go cig for cig, you're gonna get cancer.
But you know what? You know what I think maybe for me, because I'll give Last Rites a 4, but you were watching a film I'd never seen before called Saved. And I was
our accidental double feature.
And I was just like, this is perfect. Well, no, I mean, Saved I'd never seen before. And I was like halfway in and I was asking you, like, who's this person? What have they done? And I was just like, oh, okay. And then I saw the last half of Saved. Saved is maybe one of the most perfect films I've ever seen.
And you've only seen the end.
I've only seen the second half, and I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking awesome.
This came out in 2004. And a lot of people, I don't know, millennials probably saw this movie because like Jenna Malone's in it, Mandy Moore is in it, incredible. Macaulay Culkin.
It's a very American
Patrick Fugit
film. Patrick Fugit, fuck it, yeah.
Heather
Some
Mastrozzato.
of a lot of the big hitters of this time.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's so fucking good. It's so good.
Made more money than Last Rites, that's for sure.
Yeah, of course it did. But yeah, no, that film's pretty great.
Yeah, if you want to do a double feature, watch Saved and then watch Last Rites.
Yeah, it's maybe the magic combination.
It's another view of like people questioning their love of the Lord. So there you go.
Yeah.
Mary Louise Parker is in Saved. So good. Yes, 4 stars. This movie's great. If you ever want to watch Last Rites, and it's not The Conjuring, The Last Rites, you're going to be disappointed if you watch that one. But if you watch regular Last Rites with Berenger, you're going to be super happy.
Yeah, Last Rites is garbage.
I think this is a great one. I think this is a good movie night if you have people over for movie night. Absolutely would have a great time.
Because there's like part of me that agrees with Roger Ebert to an extent. Like, this isn't really particularly artful. And we also started out by being like the same guy that shot Out of Africa also shot this one. And we're kind of just like, where did it go?
The guy that shot the fucking devils? Are you kidding me? But guess what? It doesn't look bad. The movie looks pretty good.
It doesn't actually look bad. There's some nice stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not like, it doesn't blow your mind either. You're just kind of like, well, that's well shot, you know? And
yeah.
You're like, huh.
The waterfall, the whole waterfall thing, and you go, in that last sex scene, you're like, is that waterfall real or is it just in their minds? Guess what? It was real.
It was a real waterfall.
I gotta stop talking.
We have to, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for this movie. Make sure to rate and review us anywhere that you feel like doing that. Follow us on Letterboxd, and you will find our information on Instagram at onthebeat, BITTE. And we've got some fun stuff coming up. We made some plans.
I don't know. After watching this, we might have to end the podcast because you know what? I thought about something else that happened.
What?
Remember that day in the life of a priest montage that's like set to music?
Oh my God.
And it's him doing all of the things, like he serves the last rites to someone who's died on the tarmac. Because it's like you see the whole thing of him coming in, does the last rites, and then he just kind of walks off. And then it's him in the confessionals like nodding and stuff. It was like a scene out of Father Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, perfect.
Really weird.
So
There's that shot of
good.
his trench coat, like kind of stuck in the cab door, and I wondered.
It's because he's an everyman. It's because he's an everyman. He doesn't have folk like
you would
doting
say that,
on him.
But then people are bleeding out on the streets, and he doesn't take his coat off to stop the bleeding. So it's weird.
Yeah,
he just wants to keep his.
Yeah, we need to stop talking about this film.
Coming to you from the confessional booth, I have been Laura.
Ryan. They hit Gino.
Oh.
Hey.
I don't know.
So
fucking
good.
Awesome.